One. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you to the start of a new season for Lights Out, baby. Now, I know we haven't recorded a desktop episode like this since April 21st. We've all been booked and busy, but we are back. We just did episode 100 in person. This is the start of season 2. And unlike Multiversus, we promise we won't go down and fumble the bag, okay? So with that said, Light and Cosmos, hello, my friends. How y'all feeling today?
Not it.
I'm feeling good. Go ahead.
Damn it. I'm alive. I'm doing well.
I'm feeling pretty good. It was a long trip that I had going from Vegas, Level Up Expo to Japan, and then to MomoCon where we did episode 100. And then I finally got back a week ago, and I honestly still kind of feel like, because I was traveling so much, that I still kind of feel like I'm in travel mode. And I feel like that happens sometimes whenever you travel for so long or so much, that it kind of feels like whenever you're home for a while, because I'm home for like 3-4 weeks, it just feels like my home is another hotel or Airbnb that I'm staying in while traveling. So it just feels weird, but I'm getting back accustomed to it. And things are going well. Getting back on the content grind, doing the things that I got to do.
You damn Skippy. That's what I like to hear. I can tell you have a heavy heart because I made that joke about Multiversus. I know that's.
Oh man, you don't understand how depressed I am for how stupid I was a year ago, spending all that time playing that game. A year ago, Cosmos was fucking idiotic.
I feel like a warrior.
God. You feel like a warrior?
Great. Yeah, bro, because every time a new Smash copy comes out, this is the one. And I'm just there like, no, it ain't, nigga. And
I just feel stupid listening to the people that told me that I should play the game. And I mean, yeah. I don't feel that.
You hear that? Fuck
it.
You, Nikat.
I told him I don't feel that bad about it though, because I entered Twitch Rivals and I got a clean $750. So I profited from playing the game.
That's more than the game made. Go ahead.
750. That's more players than they had after the launch day.
Oh man, yeah, but I don't know. The thing I'm most like, I know I'm supposed to be just talking about how I'm feeling, but I just want to go over that just a little bit because I don't think we're going to talk about it that much. Yeah. I just really, it's just every time I hear about the game, I get mad because I remember the fact that the article that was posted about the Riot platform fighter that was supposed to come out, and they're like, yeah, we're not doing this, because of the failure of Multiversus. I'm like, bro, if Multiversus just didn't fucking
that's why they didn't do it.
That was what was in the article.
Yes,
they were like, because they were gonna do the exact same monetary system, whereas like they release the game and they have skins and you pay for characters like you do in League of Legends. And then Multiversus did theoretically the same thing, but Multiversus is trash, so nobody wanted to buy the stuff from the game. And they're like, oh, well, Multiversus is a AAA company from WB, and if they are not successful, there's no way we would be successful. So
I think it's crazy that that's their mentality, because that's a pretty unhealthy mentality to think you weren't just. That's like saying, well, we weren't going to try much harder. So like.
Thing is, like, they were gonna try harder. Like, all their games are polished, so their game would have been polished, unlike Multiverse.
Hold on, I don't know.
It would have been updated a lot, to be fair.
Yeah, but like the last review that people had of like the 2XKO playthrough didn't seem like it was the greatest. So I'm not willing to say like Riot would have just hit it out the park. Maybe they saw the writing on the wall, because I
don't think they would have hit out the park either.
I've heard some very mixed reviews about 2XKO.
I mean, do you think Multiversus would have made a better 2D fighter than Riot?
I think Multiversus just needed better people in charge, if I'm being real.
I mean,
I think Multiversus needed to be a better game.
I think Multiversus was a better game. I don't think they needed to shut down their entire servers in the first place. I just think they needed to fix a lot of bugs they had going on. But Multiversus was a pretty fun game to watch.
It was a fun game.
When it first came out, I thought the game was good. and it was really fast. I didn't like playing it, but I enjoyed watching it. Like watching the Cat and Void at Evo was like really fun, for example.
Great. I cheered my ass off. It was great.
The game was really fun to watch, and seeing them do crazy stuff was fun to watch. And I know they had to close it off because the offline was bad and there was a bunch of other bugs, but I still think the core game itself was really good. So when they made the entire, like when they kept the same title of the game, but they turned the game into like this bad brawl variation. It's like,
I just wish Rivals 2 came out before Multiversus, and then the Riot developers were like, oh, well, Rivals is doing pretty well. We can do better than them. Let's just copy that framework to the same Multiverse.
Rivals has a very healthy, like, especially like in-person scene. Like a lot of people enter those tournaments. So that's a game that's not just solely based on streaming numbers for sure. And I like Rivals 2 a lot. So awesome.
Yeah, I mean, again, I didn't really think Multiversus was going to do good, but I think you guys could connect with this too. A lot of people we cared about were on that project, so I think I wanted it to do good for them. Like, shout out to my boys. That's the main reason why
I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to my boys like Chavo and AJ and the Cat. Like, I really wanted it to do good for them. I hope they're doing great right now. But like the game itself, I just knew I wasn't going to be invested in it.
Yeah, and when I say better people in charge, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about like leadership, like upper echelon who know
the people in WB.
Exactly, the people like sitting at the table, not actually having boots on the ground. You know what I mean? Because our homies, they did their thing, and it's a shame. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah. We move, and I'm sure they'll move on to bigger and better things. Yeah. Wishing everybody
Random question.
Best. What's up?
Random question. Like, did you go to Delfino Mazza?
Yes.
Are you lying?
I know how you got that shirt.
Yes. How did you get that shirt?
Because I was there.
No, they came to him.
You didn't see me. You didn't see me on the jet ski, bro.
I just had super like imposter syndrome seeing you wearing that shirt. I was like, what the fuck's going on right now?
Bro, you know why I like this shirt a lot? And shout out to Delfino Mazza for this. This is a shirt that I can wear out. Like casually, and I like it doesn't make me feel like a gamer for wearing this.
Mm-hmm. Like I was SeaWorld, bro.
I was out in Salem yesterday, or like a couple days ago. I was eating at a restaurant by the water with this shirt on, some jeans, some nice ass shoes, and I was like, "You cannot tell this is a Smasher shirt, bro."
Good fit. Yeah.
I felt like you guys ever see the Aquaman meme where he like high fives the dolphin?
Yeah,
from Family Guy. Yes, sir.
That was me, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about the Summit joggers, the ones with the cherry blossoms.
Yes, I agree with that. Like a lot of companies don't do that very well, but as far as this shirt goes, I really like this Delfino Mazza shirt.
W looks good on you for sure. Let's take a look.
Not WB though.
Well, we're talking about W's, so we're not talking about WB for sure, but we will talk about a couple of events because I would like to get your take on something that happened last weekend, a couple of days ago. Well, it is technically last weekend. Anyway, let's bring it up. Let's talk about some results, okay? Do you see what I've placed on your beautiful monitor for your enjoyment?
Not really. Post it to our chat.
Okie dokie. Well, I will do just that.
I see him.
We are talking about, golly, why can't I get everything straight? It's been a while, folks. It's been a while. Okay, we're talking about the tournament that just took place. It was Uzez Cinephonic Gaming Festival. Might need some Hooked on Phonics to read that bullshit. But Miya took it down. He got first place. T got second. Gluto third. Spargo fourth. MK Leo and Shiny Mark got fifth. And then Luigi and Susu got seventh. There is one thing that really stood out to me about this, and I'll tell you about it later. But when you see these results, any standouts about it?
So I didn't watch this entire bracket.
Okay.
But the two things that stood out to me in this bracket was seeing Tark and Gak get 17th.
Yeah.
Right. But however, Gak losing to Spargo makes complete sense. And if you don't know Kid is nasty.
Kid
is a me brawler. He is really good at this game. And I think a confident Kid could have got even further. You know, I would have liked to see him get further.
He took Crape to game 5. He took Crape to game 5. He's right there.
Yeah, no, he's really good. So seeing him beat Gak, like I'm not really surprised. I'm surprised by Gak's placement, but then I see his losses, and I'm not surprised anymore. And then Tarek, I don't know who Rarchior is.
That's the Sora.
He lost with Sora. He actually told me he hates Sora, so that makes a lot of sense. And then Crave Soleil, I mean, he probably went Steve, I'm assuming. So yeah.
Yeah, just little unfortunate placements there. I thought, I'll tell you what the big surprise to me was Leo getting fifth because he lost. He was up 2 games on Shiny Mark and then lost 3 in a row. I was like, damn it, Goat, come on. And then he lost for the first time ever to T. Game 5, dramatic fashion.
Kazuya?
Yep.
You know what it was actually crazy because he beat Kazuya game 3 and then T went Pac-Man game 4 and he 3-stocked him.
Yeah.
And then he went back to Kazuya and it was last hit. You know what the smallest surprise, the thing that was the least surprising to me of the event was the fact that Big Boss was there again, bro. He just is at every place. And I asked him, I was like, how do you go to these events? He's like, I don't know. You don't want to tell me, bro. You don't want to release his secrets. I just don't understand how he's going to all these events. And shout out to him getting 9th. He's been placing pretty well recently, doing well at Kagaribi, getting top 16, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he was the highest place in Mexican there.
Yeah, it's crazy, actually.
I don't know why that sounded aggressive.
and lying. But yeah, no, honestly, I didn't know that Leo usually beat T. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. Looking at this top 8, it just kind of all makes sense when I look at their losses. Like, I don't expect Shiny Mark to beat Miya or Spargo. I don't expect Leo to beat a Pikachu, honestly.
Yep.
And and I hear T Kazi and I expect Leo to lose to that. Spargo losing to T twice is like so scripted at this point. He like always loses to T.
He made a tweet that said Kazi is killing his love for the game. I'm just like, is Kazi more toxic than Steve? What's going on here? We just
Kazi is not more toxic.
Well, he be beating every Steve. There was one tweet though that I saw where I think it was based on that tweet because someone replied to it saying that like there's no way one character can kill your love for the game, and then someone quote tweeted it saying that anybody that's like kind of losing their love for the game says that it's either one of the 3 characters, which is Kazuya, Steve, or Min Min. And I'm like, that's honestly kind of theoretically true because most people kind of just struggle with one of. Yeah, bro, I fucking hate Min Min
over Sonic.
I mean, you could add Sonic there too.
I mean, Sonic's not really in the picture right now.
Yeah, if you say that though, I would say Min Min is like more. Min Min is more frustrating to fight than Sonic, like for specific characters.
Okay.
Sonic is just like a very good character overall, but when Min Min beats a character, Min Min destroys that character.
Yes, but I agree with that. With the whole Min Min thing, I think I would put Sonic there. I think Sonic is just not. Sonic doesn't go to as many majors anymore, so people may not be talking about it, but Raph is, and I think that character's toxic as fuck. But yeah, one character can definitely kill your love for a game, you know? Especially when you see like what it does to other people. I feel like you're able to rationalize your hate for a character depending on like, for example, like my hate for depending on how my hate was for like Wario in year 1. I'm like, I hate Wario. Like this character is unfair, but like everyone could still like beat the Wario, like Gluto and Tweak. Like people could still beat Gluto and Tweak. You know, Leo was winning tournaments. Like Sam Sora was doing great, but like you see Steve, and it's like, well, there's 7 of them, and I mean, they're all like harassing the rest of the community, you know. So, I definitely think a character could kill the love for a game. I mean, Bayo killed Smash 4. Like, like if Cloud was the best character in Smash 4, the game would not be dead.
We still playing Smash 4 right now?
It would be dead now, but
they wouldn't have died. Yeah, no, it'd be super dead right now. I agree with that. But the game would not have died, or at least it would not have died as quick as it did. You know?
That's fair.
Like Smash 4 was on the cusp of dying, and then the Ultimate announcement came out, and that game died. Like, if a new Smash announcement came out today, I don't think Ultimate would die, but Smash 4 was super dead.
Just can't win. That's just how I agree. Now look, Did any of you guys, because there's a couple things from this tournament I want to actually talk about, okay? Did any of you guys actually watch the event?
I watched losers finals and grand finals.
Okay.
I watched you watching Leo lose to T.
Perfect, actually, because that's the set I'm about to put on everybody's screen. Now, I want you guys to just listen. Don't say anything, okay? Or just this for the audience. I'm going to play this for 10 seconds, and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts about it. Here we go.
David versus Goliath. This is an absolute beast to overcome.
Let me turn it up.
Now the only thing is he's not have no team. No, wait. That's
This could be it.
Is he going to open his spikes? No, he expected the nail to jump. It's
that's
happened
what the
second round.
Megalovania-
Maybe save the day. T doesn't care.
Leo, you've got one mistake left. You have
Game of
one
chicken between the two.
thing to do, and it's just...
Okay, so I'm going to let it play for the remainder, but I'm going to put it on mute so we can talk about it. Okay, the orchestra. Yay or nay?
Honest opinion?
Honest opinion. I got some honest opinions too. I want yours. Let me hear yours too. I can go first.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you go first, Light.
Okay.
Always making me the villain, huh?
I'll go first. I broached the question. Let me dive into it, and then you guys can go from there. Okay.
So
Honest opinions, though. Okay.
before I ask this, Cosmos, have you ever been to one of these? Because I know you've been to a lot of like special events in France where they do crazy stuff.
Yeah, I was at the one where I was at the Coliseum one where I played T in grand finals. It was on the huge stage.
Did they have an orchestra?
There was no orchestra. No, I've never been at an event where they had like an orchestra. Have you been at one?
No, that's why I was asking, because I wanted to know something. I want to know about this orchestra. It's like, can MK Leo, can every person who's playing, can they not hear the game audio? Like, is this what they're listening to the entirety of the bracket?
I'm pretty sure if I'm correct and how I feel like it should have been based on how everything was, I'm pretty sure they like turned off the game music, but kept the game audio sounds on. So you could hear Joker, you could hear the sound effects, but the orchestra was the music for the game.
Okay, so in my honest opinion, I'm tired of this by like my second stream match or like my first stream match game 3. You know, like I think it is cool for a spectator, right? But even as a spectator, I was like, by grand finals, I was like, damn, I wish I could hear the game audio, because like I'm just big on immersion. Right. And I feel like game audio and like hearing Joker sound effects or hearing whatever keeps me immersed in the game, you know? And I'm like, this is really cool. And maybe it's cooler as a spectator in person, but I know as a competitor, I would not enjoy that. And I know as a stream viewer, I enjoyed it for a limited amount of time.
Okay. Fair.
But I'm also a competitor. So I feel like I can't really speak for the viewer.
I can because I am the ultimate restreamer. I love watching Smash Brothers events because I think Smash is a great game and I love seeing Smash. I also love seeing Smash in full screen. Okay. Here's my problem. Here's my problem with this orchestra thing. Yes, it was awesome. France once again proves that they can have some of the best production on the planet. I remember me and Kyle were at that thing like 2 or 3 years ago, and they had like the circular dome and people rising through the ceiling.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
No complaints.
You were there?
Yeah. Nigga, what? Yeah, I was there.
I remember you being there.
This is before the podcast.
Doing the podcast thing.
I probably didn't talk to you. That's probably why. Anyway. All right. But yeah. France, great job on your
4K.
Great job on your production. In person, as a viewer, I was a little annoyed that it felt like I had dueling screens of gameplay and orchestra. I'm like, if the orchestra's going to be there, it should be like in a little smaller box somewhere off on the side so the gameplay can be much bigger. Like that needed to be a change for sure. As far as like the actual orchestra playing music, I thought that was a very cool concept. You know what I mean? I thought it was going to be served as like music for like intros and like between sets and stuff like that. I didn't realize it was going to be going in through. So like as a viewer, it was kind of like at one point it got annoying having to fight between hearing the commentators and the orchestra, but to their credit, they provided another stream that was just orchestra music. And that's the one I actually listened to. And it was great. You know what I mean? I think probably my thing for that would be as a competitor, I could imagine you're appreciative of it, but it is a little annoying too. Maybe in some people's opinions. I know for Light, it would get on his nerves. But I would just say because they did I think it's cool that events do something different. So I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it all the way through. My issue, 1,000%, is not with the music or the orchestra, because those are some talented individuals, guys and gals. But my issue comes with the placement of the orchestra all over the screen. It's crazy. Shrink that shit down. You can minimize it or maximize it between games and stuff like that. But it was too big on my screen. I didn't like it.
I can't play with that shit in the background, bro. I feel like Mr. Krabs, where he's trying to reel in the dollar and the orchestra starts playing the music really fast. I could feel too much pressure, bro.
That's definitely, it's going to put some pressure on you. But as a whole, unique and cool production. Cosmos?
I think it was amazing. I think, I don't know. I'm also when I was in high school, I was a band head. So I really liked.
What the hell did you play?
I played the flute, bro.
That sounds about right.
Wait, I was in band too.
Were you really? What did you play?
I was only in band because my teacher blackmailed me, so I had to be in band. But
I cancel him.
What?
No, yeah, I was actually blackmailed. But I was a bass drummer.
That sounds about right too.
Yeah, but
no, like, yeah, I think it.
Well, it sounds about right that you were blowing air, nigga. Anyway.
I be catching strays, but I'll give you that one. That was good. But fuck, man. Yeah, I think it was great. I feel like the fact that there was an orchestra playing like music while people were playing, like I feel like it was an incredible concept. I feel like they really missed the mark on their execution though. And I feel like there's multiple reasons. I'm not gonna say all of them, but there's multiple, because I'm like really big on editing and stuff and like making people feel immersed in videos. I feel like one issue that I had as a competitor and somebody that knows about Smash is that they were playing music, they were playing Pokemon music on Hollow Bastion.
Bro, that shit pissed me off.
Shit like that don't make sense. They were playing stuff like that on Hollow Bastion. That is already going to break my immersion. The second thing is that for a stream viewer, you're saying make it smaller, make the image smaller. Get that shit off the screen completely. Don't even have that shit on the screen overall. Have that shit in the background. It's just different music. What you can do is you need like a really good editor. Like if you have a really good production team, like I know VG has a pretty good production team. There are streams that have good production teams, and like what you can do is like when there's downtime in the games, you can switch from scene to scene, where it's like, okay, now you can have both on the screen. You can show the orchestra a little bit in the bottom right corner because there's not much going on, or it's like someone's died, there's a star KO. You need someone that's really invested in Smash to know like what's going on. There's like a star KO. You can switch to the orchestra while there's a star KO, just doing the star KO, and then go back. That would make it way more cool for the viewer, but obviously they're not going to know how to do that. And the third main thing is that I would say I don't like the fact that they stopped. Like, I understand it, but because they weren't playing the music that was actually on the stage, it was just like, oh, we're just gonna play this random song from Smash during this game on Hollow Bastion, and it's gonna be Pokemon on Hollow Bastion. And then the game ends and they end the song. I don't really feel like that is good for immersion, because you've already broken the immersion of what song is playing on the game. And the audio isn't synced properly, because you should still be able to hear the game. Like if you are playing the orchestra during the game and you can still hear Joker's bass back air effect, you're gonna feel it and you will still be somewhat immersed, especially if it's like the correct music. But if you're gonna play random music on random stages, you shouldn't stop it when the game ends. You should just have it going on throughout the entire set. You can stop it when the set ends and then like wait for the next set to start. But if you're gonna do that, I feel like there is just a lot of execution mistakes that they ended up taking, that could have been fixed, but a lot of it comes from this is an orchestra that probably doesn't know so much about Smash, and then they're trying to just combine two. And I think the concept was great, and with the right direction, it could have been like one of the most incredible experiences that you could have as a viewer, as a spectator, as a player. But because nobody really know, like because there was too many clashing ideals, I feel like it just missed the mark overall.
That was beautiful.
That was very well said, actually.
that was actually amazingly said.
And I like your comparisons to, like, you know, it's not the, you know, it's music, but it's not the correct music. So it's like, that can definitely, it's like, I got an exterminator for my house. You know what I mean? I'm a white guy. I got an exterminator for my house. He was black. Oh, I'm telling people I have a black friend now. You know what I mean?
All right, Phil. What did that even have to do with an exterminator, first of all? Nonetheless, having anything to do with what the fuck Cosmos was talking about.
I'm just saying, bro. I got... All right,
moving. All right. I agree with you. All right, I agree with you, Cosmos. I think those were a lot of good points. I felt like the song not being in the stage, like being from the same stage, that was a big part of it. Like I was questioning that, like not like hearing Pokemon music on Animal Crossing. That was a big deal to me. And again, I do think that it's really nice. I'm actually a big fan of like orchestra and symphonies, so like I do like that stuff a lot, but I just feel like for immersion, for me, that's just not what I would stick for. But a lot of the audience did seem to like it, you know? So, I mean, they're clearly doing something right. So I'll give it up for that. One thing I am curious of, and this is just a personal thing, I wonder how much money Top 4 made that event. Because I remember Europe, for some reason, doesn't pay very well, even though their currency is higher than ours.
I got paid pretty well for that one tournament, the invitational that I was at. I got fourth. Or no, I got second, and I got, I think, $7,000 or $4,000.
I heard there's like some law against not being able to make a certain amount of money. Bro, I got fourth at Terra, and Terra had like over 2,000 people at it, and I made $500.
Damn. I don't know how that happened.
I remember Gluto. I think it was Gluto telling me something about like something weird about like how money is made there. But I don't know, man. Isn't their currency higher than ours, right?
It is. That's why I made a lot at that one invitational.
Yeah,
$500.
Odyssey,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is if you're gonna have production like that, those pop bonuses better be just as fat. I'm just saying.
I agree, though. I absolutely agree, and I was under the impression that it was always like that because I went to France twice, and the first time I went to La Odyssey, I got second. I got a pretty good paycheck. I was like, wow, this is nice. And then second time I went to Terra, I was playing Inkling. I got 25th, so I didn't get paid at all. So I was like, well, it's probably nice if you got top 8. But hearing that you got 500 for fourth, that sounds pretty tragic for 2,000 people. Like, especially if there's 2,000 people, at the very least, if we just use USD, I know someone's going to be like, you're using USD and European currency, you idiot. But let's just say it's $10 entry for each person. That's like $20,000. And then fourth place usually gets 10%. That should be like $2,000. So I don't know how you got $500. You got like 2% of the pot or something, bro. I don't know how that happened, but that sounds pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, I waited like 8 months for $500.
They must have had $3 entry.
Listen, it's not easy waiting for money. I understand that. And I understand the fact, dude, that there's different ways to send money. And you need your money right away. Maybe those gyms over there don't understand, but we here at Lights Out, we do. Thanks to the help of our friends at CASHAPP. Wow, incredible. What are you talking about? Well, Light, can I ask you a question? Do you happen to have a CASHAPP?
Yeah, actually, everyone around me uses CASHAPP, and if you use something other than CASHAPP, there's something wrong with you.
How about you, Cosmos? Do you too have a CASHAPP?
I do use CASHAPP. Actually, all my friends around me use a CASHAPP, and if you don't use CASHAPP, there's something wrong with you.
Well, guys, if you don't want your friends to think there's something wrong with you and get excommunicated from events, I suggest you check out our friends over at Cash App because I love these motherfuckers. All right. When it comes to other apps and sending and receiving money, there's no better selection than Cash App. Making money moves should be easy. That's why there's Cash App. It's fast, safe. Honestly, it's just a way more personalized than these other apps out here because there's no extra hoops and loops to jump through. No extra stress, only providing the best tools in the business. Plus sending money through Cash App, it actually feels safe. They look out for you. No sketchy deals. It's like a bouncer in the club, a personal bodyguard looking out for your money's well-being. Best interest, if you will. So if for whatever insane reason you don't already have Cash App, just go ahead and download it from your phone's app store. Sign up and enter the code LIGHTSOUT in your profile. Once you send $5 to a friend, guess what? You'll get $10 just for getting started. Oh my God, I can't believe it. For a limited time only, new Cash App users can use our exclusive code and earn some additional cash like I just told you. For real, there's no catch. It's just Cash App. So download Cash App and sign up. Use our exclusive referral code LIGHTSOUT in our profile and send $5 to a friend within the first 14 days. Don't take forever. And you'll get that $10 dropped right into your account. Now, terms do apply, but that's my money and that's Cash App.
Guys, did you hear that? You send $5 to a friend and you get $10. So everyone, send $5 to Paris Daddy Sauce on Cash App.
You heard the man. Start sending.
That's actually insane that you can just give somebody $5. You just get $10. That's insane. That's an insane deal. I'm not gonna get a cat.
It's called a money glitch, and I posted it on your stream.
Infinite money glitch.
W. Infinite money glitch, making history.
That's Paris Daddy Sauce.
and not the chase kind.
Facts. Because I think those niggas got locked up. All right. But speaking of locking things up, Miya locked up some history. I couldn't believe this when I saw it. I didn't realize this was the case. Did you know Miya is a Triple Crown winner now? And did you know that there are no Triple Crown winners from America? Look at this shit. You see it on my screen?
It's loading.
Yeah.
It's loading? It should already be loaded.
Oh.
The Triple Crown winners are as such. T, Zachary, Gluto, Spargo, and Miya. So there's only ever been 5. 3 of them are from Japan. 1 of them's from Mexico, and the other's from Europe. This is crazy. I couldn't believe when I looked at this and saw, well, I guess Akola doesn't have one because he hasn't gone to Europe. I can't say I blame him. Leo has yet to win a major in Japan. Hurt, no, he hasn't gone to EU either. I don't know. This is just crazy, bro. No tweak, no light, no. What is this? Why are we not on?
I'm on the list.
You're on the list too.
Let's not.
You got 2 to go.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what? You
This might not. This isn't the whole list.
Wait, you want to major in another country?
No, I didn't. This
All right, shut the fuck up.
This is
They put
crazy.
Spargo on the list twice for some reason.
This list is incredible.
Yeah, it says
Because France doesn't like you.
it just says again. That's funny.
I mean, if we're being real,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh, dang.
I don't care either. It's crazy. I still always forget that Glitch Infinite was a major. I always forget the fact that I actually won a major because
Over
that major was really,
Zomba.
like, yeah, I won over Zomba. I beat the Buzz, but
With
to get
Corrin.
to the top 8, I beat Mugen. I'm pretty sure.
I was on
beat
so
the Buzz
much-
with Aegis.
I was on
That was
so
the
much
glitch.
copium that tournament because I remember seeing Cosmos win. And I was like, my results don't matter anymore. I was like, Cosmos won. Let's go.
That's when I was like, if one of us win, we both win. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's go. That counts for my rank. But yeah, I'll be real with you. I truthfully do not give a fuck. Like,
Oh, dang. Okay. I thought it was cool.
I don't care about Triple Crown. Like, why do I care about Triple Crown? Like, okay, this is.
I mean,
sound
it's just something
terrible.
that people just made it because now we're fishing for
for
what's
things.
we call it? Yeah,
It's been around for a while. Come on. It's been around for a while.
The fuck it has not.
I've never heard of this term.
I've heard about it. I've heard about it for the first time like 2 months ago. By the way, there's the first person to Triple Crown. I'm like, we're just making shit up. You guys also wanted the 5. You guys also wanted the 4 horsemen. I'm like, 5 gods is melee, guys. Come on. Anyway, like, just give it up. I don't care about the Triple Crown because I'm just gonna extend a bit of my privilege here. I live in America. I don't have to travel to fight these guys at a major, you know? Like, does it really matter if I beat them in their continent if they come here and you beat them here? It's
I guess not.
It's the same people in a different part of the world. Like,
have you ever beaten Gluto in grand finals?
I never played Gluto in grand finals.
Whenever you do in America and you beat them, I'll say that you triple crowned.
In my defense, Gluto has been, well, actually, in not my defense, Gluto has been beating my ass for like the past year. But the last set I won. Now I'll never play him
Which
again.
means you're better than him.
Yes, exactly.
Which means I'm better than Spargo.
Let's go.
You're not.
All I know is Spargo's plant been going crazy in my name.
He's 100% going to plant on me the next time he plays me.
I'm so happy.
I'm 100%. I'm 100% potentially losing.
Bro, I don't get it, man. Like, you see this shit? Spargo's beating everybody with plant now, but when he beats me with plant, a video gets made about it. People just don't like me, bro.
No. It's because you were
Welcome
the
to
first.
the club, bro.
You were the first guy. You were the blueprint. You were the martyr.
You know who was the first?
I am the most susceptible to losing to matchups. People, I play fucking Fox.
You know who the first one to lose to Rari Kusu was? The Donkey Kong. That was me, bro. People were like, you lost to Donkey Kong? What the fuck? And then he started beating everybody's ass.
I remember that.
No one talks about it
because I was watching that and they had you on the hand cam and I was just.
Yep, I was on the hand cam. I got
lost on the hand cam.
I don't give a fuck. Me and Cosmos lost to Chunky before it was cool.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
What happened to that guy? Did he retire?
I don't know.
Chunky?
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope so. Fuck Donkey Kong.
Get both of them out of here. Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. They're both gone.
You guys see my matchup chart?
You have a matchup chart? Where is it at? Bring it up.
I had someone else post it. Like, I'd even post it. I won't post it, but let me.
You bum.
I'll post it in our Discord, and you can post it.
All right,
or you can just show it.
I would like to see it, actually. I didn't know I had a matchup chart, chat.
Yeah, give me one.
Did y'all see my matchup chart, by the way?
Stop making everything about you.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I feel like I do that, but whatever.
But are you, though?
Technically, isn't that pretty funny? It's like, I feel like I do that, and made it about me by saying it.
Amazing.
Yeah, I just posted it.
Okay.
All right, let me give you an in-depth +2. All right, take Ganon out of there. You already lost 10 hours, Ganon, so it's not fun.
All right, can we not? I have
all right, let's be real. Okay. Damn, you got a lot of -1s. What the fuck?
Yeah. Now, I got a lot of -1s, right? Now, can you do me a favor real quick? How many of those -1s do you disagree with?
Okay. I disagree with Ness. I think that's -2.
What the fuck?
I disagree with Ryu. I think that's potentially -2 also. I disagree with Rob. I think you go even with or beat Rob, personally.
I think that is completely false.
I think that was true, but I think things have changed.
Me and Zombo are like pretty close, like as friends, and we talk about the matchup all the time. And we both agree that it's either even or Rob's favor, because Rob should edgeguard Fox like 95% of the time. Like he has a very high like edgeguard rate versus Fox, and he could box Fox for some reason.
Yeah, I can't.
Also, I'm one of the few characters in the game that down tilt up smash is a true combo versus. By the way.
Oh yeah, I mean I am too. So I know.
Yeah.
I don't know about me brawler. I feel like just from my perspective, from the way that I look at the game, Fox is better me brawler, so Fox should beat me brawler. That's just how I see it. I don't know anything about the matchup, but that's how I would see it.
So fun fact, I've actually said this since like day one. Fox is one of the best brawlers in the game, but it's very ironic because even though he's the best brawler in the game, he loses to every other brawler.
That sounds stupid, but
he loses to Mario, he loses to Luigi, he loses to Wolf, he loses to me brawler. Like he loses to every other brawler. Yeah, he's better than every other brawler.
Is Plant not a -1 now?
I put Plant and Plant was the last character I like put because I actually don't know where the fucking put him. I just put him there.
Just put it even.
I think you should beat Bowser. I think you should.
I can't jab Bowser. It's kind of a big deal.
That's true. I think on paper you should beat Kirby. I think we're all just delusion.
I think I beat Kirby. I just think Kirby's one of those characters that's like, if I run into a Kirby, I'll probably lose to him. But like, if I play this Kirby 5 times, by the end of it, I'm going to be shitting on.
Yeah,
So
okay,
I think Kirby is even only because of lack of.
So what is this? This is like if you play, is this thought process of the matchup chart, like you playing the matchup for the first time, or are you like experiencing the matchup?
This is me putting them where I think they are based to the best of my knowledge. Like I think Kirby is probably winning in the long run, but I don't have enough knowledge to say that.
Do you think the same thing about Sheik? You don't think Fox beats Sheik?
I don't think Fox beats Sheik. I think Void is very bad versus it, and I think Web JP is very good at it.
Okay. The big one I would say is that I feel like I'm not the Sonic person that thinks Sonic beats every character. I think Fox is one of the characters that actually beats Sonic.
So I used to think Fox beats Sonic. I was the original Fox beats Sonic. The problem is Sonic actually can checkmate Fox in a lot of different scenarios.
Like off stage?
Yes, off stage. And the thing is, there is not a single moment versus Sonic where Fox checkmates him. Because Sonic does exactly what Fox hates. Sonic survives. You know?
Right.
Sonic survives and Fox also, I've said this for so long now, Fox is not a combo character. Fox is I put you into a fucked up scenario mix up where you have to like get out of this and it's like really hard and it's kind of bullshit, right? There are certain characters who get past, like Aegis. Aegis doesn't really deal with the mix up a lot of times because she could foresight out of it. So I have to respect her a lot and end my mix ups. Sonic, every time he is worried about, he either uppies or he just goes off stage. He just air dodges off stage because air dodge goes far as fuck.
And he has another double jump and he can just recover for free.
Yes, and his offstage options are pretty good. Yeah. So like Sonic doesn't have to deal with getting comboed by Fox unless he's getting up aired. And it's hard to do more damage on him like that. He's fast enough to punish laser from center screen, which is insane to say, by the way. And he's just really fucking hard to kill. Whereas Sonic can effectively checkmate Fox. Like in multiple scenarios. If I recover low, he gets a free down air or he gets a free forward smash. And if he misses the forward smash, he doesn't have enough lag to punish it. But yeah. He doesn't have enough lag to punish it, you know? His hitboxes are bigger than Fox's. So he just out hitboxes Fox. And Sonic's up air is the most broken move in the game. So he has an anti-air. He has an anti-air that like naturally counters Fox's nair because it's disjointed. And if he misses it, he has no lag. It's like the character counters Fox pretty well.
I still feel like you think Sonic has the most broken upper in the game because you play a character that doesn't have.
I don't think Sonic has the most broken up air in the game. I was just saying that, but I think his up air is really good versus Fox.
I can definitely see it against Fox. I feel like his up air is definitely very good against brawlers.
It's a disjointed lagless up air. How could it not be good versus Fox? You know. So yeah, Sonic beats Fox.
Okay.
But the real question, to summarize this, Miles Yoshi, if you guys know him, he actually says I'm a Fox optimist, which I agree with because everyone thinks I'm like very negative about Fox. Because I put Fox in top 10, but holy fuck, how do I justify top 10 with this matchup like spread?
This is like mid tier, honestly.
My best +2 matchup is what, Sora?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, bro.
The way he said that is very funny.
But I mean, I guess if you're thinking about it from the perspective of now, Bayonetta is pretty meta. Palutena is still meta. Young Link is somewhat meta. Same as his Young Link, he's somewhat meta. But you still beat Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong. You still beat a good amount of meta characters currently. And you go even with a good amount of meta characters.
Yeah, he's good because he goes even with a lot of the cast. That's what makes Fox good. Because he doesn't lose to a lot of the cast. He goes even with them. But honestly, let's focus on the other side of things. Luigi is the most meta he's ever been. Pikachu is the most meta he's ever been. Game & Watch is the most meta he's ever been. Steve's the most meta he's ever been. Wario's never not been meta. Leo plays Joker, and Omega's up and coming. Sonic is the most meta he's ever been. Cloud is the same amount of meta he's always been. Rob is the most meta he's always been.
Ness just won combo breaker. You know what? I'll give it up. I'll give it,
bro. This is the worst meta for Fox.
And yet somehow you make it work. That's a testament to your skill, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's pretty sad to say that I'm probably not going to be top 15 this season, but I'll bring it back.
I still believe you will. You have a whole another 6 months.
Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm not going to be top 15 in the first half.
Yeah,
I think it'll be
not the
top
season
15.
though.
I can name 15 people higher than me.
Let's hear it.
Like off the dome.
Let's hear it.
Okay, let's do it.
Hold on, I'll write them down when you say it too, so we can keep track. Go.
Syrup.
Okay.
Zamba.
Okay.
Akola.
Okay.
Miya.
Okay.
Tweak.
Okay.
Hurt. Doramigi.
Okay.
Raru. Spargo. Gluttony.
That's 10.
Okay, I need a list of people. Hold on. This is kind of hard to do off the dome. Someone help me get Bob.
How you do it off the dome? Actually, it's kind of hard to do off the dome.
I got 10 people off the dome. That was pretty good. There's more. There's definitely more. I did this like yesterday.
You think
Carmelo?
Shuton. I don't know about Carmelo. I don't know what Carmelo's done other than get like top Kaguribi.
He's got a major win too in Japan.
Wrath probably will be just because of how highly weighted Kaguribi will be.
I don't think Raph, because I don't know how high that actually is going to be. I mean, Zamba has won majors and not hit top 10.
I think
know.
Carmelo's going to probably be higher than you actually.
All right, Carmelo.
Did you say Leo? Do you think Leo will be?
No, I don't think Leo will be higher than me.
You telling me Leo's not going to be top 15?
I don't think he's going to be higher than me.
What's Leo's top 15?
Has Leo won a major?
I don't think so.
What has Leo really done?
Oh, hey.
Dang.
No,
Leo got offended.
No, Leo's like my positive counterpart. And what I mean by my positive counterpart is like for every result I get shit on for, Leo gets praised for. Like I've done like slightly better than Leo, like at everything.
Okay. I mean, I'm not
except for Kaguribi.
I think honestly, he might be number.
Anand.
I guess we didn't
put on Anand.
Oh, Anand. 13.
I guess maybe you could put. Can you still put Hurt?
Yes.
Is he gonna be ranked?
Yeah.
Yeah, he won Genesis.
Yeah.
But like, has he gone to enough events?
He's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
He won 2 majors.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And he got ninth at the Canadian shit.
How good are Snow's results this year?
I don't know. He beat you, so they're good.
I stopped putting him in my title.
What?
So they're not good.
He kept letting me down.
They're not good then.
I'm
just looking at the character. Do you think probably not Krebs LA? I don't think he's been doing that well.
No, I don't think so.
Well, you're at 14 right now.
I'm at 14? I thought I was at 13.
Yeah, you're at 14. Carmelo, Anand, and Hurt.
You might be number 15.
No, I mentioned Hurt. You put Hurt twice because I put Hurt early on.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Oh, did you? Okay.
All right,
you're at 13.
Yeah, you're at 13. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure there are 2 more. I can't think of them, but there are 2 more. I'm pretty sure there are.
Damn, why do you just want niggas to be better? What is
No, it's just realistic, bro. I'm not really ashamed of myself training.
I do it already. I don't get it.
Oh, that's good. I'm not really ashamed of my results or anything. I think it's just important to accept it, you know? Like, I didn't win a lot, but like I top 8'd everything except for Kaguribi, and I traveled for 5 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
So you're going to be top 15.
I went from New York to Vegas to Japan for 2 weeks to Atlanta to Texas. And now I'm home.
And then you're going back to Texas.
Yeah, I'm actually taking a break from Smash until the next event. Like I'm taking like a 3-week break. Because I'm just so burnt out. Honestly,
man, we're definitely losing doubles at Comic Palooza.
Yeah, maybe. But I need to take a break. I need to take like a healthy break because I feel like I have like a mental block against actually like clearing out like wins and stuff like that.
And that's how I know that we're gonna win doubles because you're best when you don't play Smash.
It's not entirely false. I'm actually going to Atlantic City tomorrow, so I'm still traveling. I'm going to New
you
Jersey
said you were
tomorrow.
going to play Pogo.
Yeah, I'm going to Atlantic City on Wednesday to gamble with my brother to play poker.
Nice.
And then on Thursday and Friday, we're playing Pogo for Go Fest. And then I have to head to Massachusetts on Friday night and Saturday. So I'm still not relaxing until like next week. But yeah,
But you're refreshing your mind, which is what matters.
Just doing other things, living life a little.
I think that's a good idea. Last couple of things I do want to get your thoughts on is because people kept asking me this. We had a great time at Dreamcon. Or at least I did. I love Dreamcon. Shout out to Dreamcon. Got to do a lot of things there, which was fun. But they had a Smash tournament there that was not streamed. Okay, and I told people straight up, it's Light's fault.
That wasn't streamed?
Yeah, entirely. I agree.
Why? You care to explain what happened at Dreamcon? Where Mutates won, Lima got second, Light got third.
I mean,
best of twos.
I don't want to like bash the event.
But no, it's not. Okay, I'll tell it.
I'll tell it.
It's not a bashing, by the way.
All right. So the event was, first of all, that event should not have been ranked. Me and Mew and Lima were all under the impression the event wasn't ranked. It was a best of 3 event, and me, Lima, and Mew were all seated like in the 200s.
Yeah.
So yeah, the event should not have been ranked.
They'll probably take it off. It probably won't count because they probably didn't.
They won't.
No, they will because think about it. The Start GG had it listed as best of 3, but the actual tournament played out best of 5, but it played out best of 3. They can redact that.
I just don't know if they will. I mean, who's gonna fight for it?
I trust them.
Hello, I'm on Luminosity.
All right, if you fight for it, I trust it. But yeah. So for starters, the event wasn't gonna be streamed anyways. They were only going to stream losers finals and grand finals, so that makes no difference. And they told all of us, actually, the page told all of us that the event was a 1-day event with a best of 5 bracket once we enter top 24, right? And that's just not true. When we got there, they were like, oh, no, it's actually a 2-day event. We changed it last week, but we didn't post about it whatsoever. So they didn't post about the change. Yeah, they changed it to a 2-day event.
They wanted to do the last 2 matches on Saturday.
But they were only going to play losers finals and grand finals on Saturday. So that ruined everyone's plans because my plans were to fly in Thursday and leave Saturday morning. Lima wanted to go to Cost, which good job, Lima. He won Cost.
Yeah, he won Cost. Shouts to Lima.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to go. I was bitching on Phil's stream. Like I was actually really upset because I had plans, bro. And but yeah, so they want to hold us up for an extra day, and I literally I was like fighting so hard not to get that to happen. So after I lost the Mutates in winners finals, choked that fucking set, but not the point. After I lost that set, I found Leland. Shout out to Leland because I love RDC and I love Leland. I love all of them.
That's the
been a fan since I was younger. I found Leland, and Leland understood the scenario, and Leland switched it to a 1-day event so we could play the last 2 sets. Because he also felt that it was like ridiculous that like we would be playing 2 sets tomorrow, and we'd have to get a hotel room for an extra day and switch our flight for an extra day and pay more money for 2 sets at 5 o'clock. So like he switched it for us, and we were able to play it out at the end of the day. So I was really happy about that. Like. I was so happy about that when I got third, I wasn't really upset. I was like, I'm going home tomorrow. I'm good. like I wish I was able to focus on just the event at hand, but I was so much more prioritized with getting out of there the next day. I almost didn't stay for the event. Like you could ask Phil. Like I was thinking about just booking my flight.
If that was the same day,
he was scrolling.
Wait, did you not already have a flight?
I did, but if they're gonna make me stay till Saturday and I can't stay till Saturday, I might as well switch my flight to Friday, right?
I would have. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have just got third and been like, all right, see ya. I don't give a fuck if I'm playing tomorrow.
I thought about that too, right? Like, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't care how much of John's it sounds like. It felt like it distracted me from actually playing in the bracket to get it, because like that was like my sole focus for the day was just getting this bracket to end.
Anyone who watched my stream knows that ended up being your sole focus for like 2 hours.
Yeah, like I wasn't practicing or anything. I was just like, bro, I was like, bro, I need to get the fuck out of here. Because I had plans, to be real, I had plans with my girlfriend. And with recent news that you and only you know about Cosmos, I had to cancel some really important plans with my girlfriend. And I don't want to keep being someone who cancels plans with my girlfriend because, you know, that's fucked up. And so I didn't want to have to cancel something else with her that was really important to her and keep doing that. So like this event was like fucking me over when they did that. And so yeah, so I'm happy that I was able to get the event switch. I know I could have placed better, but I'll take the $1,000, which I'm assuming is how much I'm making, and to just go home.
Yeah, that's probably how much you made. Yeah.
Again, it was best of 3. It was like whatever.
It was best of 3, and it should not be ranked because LIMA and Mudes should have fought in winter semis, not me. Just saying.
I already know it's going to be retooled, and like it'll be back on track to what it was previous years, where it was much more communicated and like it was best of 5. Something just got.
Is this the first year it was best of 3?
Yeah, something just got lost in translation or whatever. It won't be that way next year. I can assure you.
That's how I know that it probably wasn't like the actual RDC team that was running the tournament. They probably had other people running the tournament.
Yeah, it was just something that got lost in translation. There's no big deal.
Yeah.
But DreamCon itself, amazing event. We appreciate them always having Smash at the event. And yeah, I mean, that was a 10 out of 10. And one thing I want to say, like you said, like LIMA got second to Mudes there and then flew in 1 call. Shout out to LIMA for that. You know, one thing I realize about LIMA that I always forget, whenever I watch LIMA play, sometimes LIMA just annoys the shit out of me. Like I hate the way LIMA plays sometimes. I really do. But whenever I talk to LIMA in person, like engage in even like a 2-3 minute conversation, I remember how funny this motherfucker is, bro. And I'm just like, you know what? They could never make me hate you, LIMA. You're a gym sometimes.
I know. I know why you're saying all of this.
Wait, why?
I know why you're saying all of this.
Wait, why?
Don't worry, Phil. They can't get you.
Oh, wait, what? Do you know something? Did something happen? I was giving a genuine compliment. What happened?
Oh man.
Hello?
You're not getting me with that.
Nothing, Phil. I know why you're saying all this.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I just think it was funny in person.
LIMA, if you hear this, you're a bitch. Fuck you and your bayo. Fuck you and your bayo.
I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, with that said, I guess we could wrap up. The Hurt's coming back to Gommel.
Yeah,
that's cool. Hopefully
Yo, low key. Hurt getting canceled made the Fox meta even worse, by the way.
You blaming that on Hurt?
Yeah. Hurt. Snake is the killer.
Oh, is he gay?
What?
Is LIMA gay? I thought, you're saying these nice things because it's Pride Month or something. No?
No, first of all, I mean, he is gay, but like that has nothing to do with this. Second of all, we're moving on.
I'm not gonna lie though, that was a good conclusion though. That was a good conclusion.
Honestly, I wish that's what I was thinking.
All right, hey, you know what I'm thinking? Let's get the fuck out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Lights Out. Season 2 is off to something. We'll see you next time.